So I was just listening to the radio. There was some discussion about food allergies. Now that we've started to return to the classroom, there was some discussion about COVID-19 precautions. But one story stuck out. There was this one family or maybe multiple families, who were upset about all the inconveniences that they can't send their kids to a field trip with various foods, of how they have to take all these extra on top of the COVID precautions. They have to take peanut allergy precautions. I want to point out something. Peanuts are actually not a Paleolithic food, right? There was a time when humans didn't eat any peanuts at all. There were probably people with peanut allergies who never had, it didn't have an impact on their lives, right? And so there's two ways to think about it. Are people who can eat peanuts making concessions to accommodate those who cannot? Or is it the other way around, right? Is it that 90% of the time people who have allergies to peanuts are making concessions to their lives so that people who have this unnatural desire to eat peanuts can do so, right? It really depends how you want to think about it, right? The same goes with COVID precautions, right? There are people who don't take good care of their immune system, and because of their lifestyle choices, they could die from catching a cold or a flu, right? And do you want to think of it as the rest of us have to make concessions for these people, or are these people making concessions for us, right, by doing these precautions and all that, right? It just goes to show there's always more than one side of the story, right? But a much more beautiful side of the story is how can we live and let live, right? A lot of, especially older people, right? A lot of young kids seem to realize, hey, not everybody can eat the same food. But a lot of older people, I was on an airplane one time. I think it was a flight from New York to Seattle. When the flight attendant announces that there was somebody on board with a peanut allergy, please do not eat peanut products, which is fine with me. I mean, I like peanut products, but I understand this problem. Now, what's really interesting is that I have other food allergies, and normally somebody sitting next to me eating it wouldn't be a problem. The problem is that sometimes people like to be very messy with their food, right? And so the real announcement that I wish they would make, and they could make this on every flight, not just ones with a person with allergies, is to please keep your food neat in your area, right? Practice some good social distancing and hygiene with your eating, right? Unfortunately, a lot of Americans like to think in a binary fashion, right? And a lot of people don't like to think outside the box, and that's just sad, right?